Hey girl, you want to watch some TikToks with me? Let's see what's new on TikTok. Alright.
It's time to make my homemade strawberry cheesecake ice cream in my Ninja Creami.
I'm gonna make a creamy. I literally just took a can of peaches, throw it in here, I let it freeze for 24 hours and
My first attempt at using my new ice cream maker.
I'm done. I am done. I have seen enough of this Ninja Creami stuff all over TikTok. I'm gonna order it, I'm gonna put it to the test. I'm gonna tell you whether I think it's actually worth it. I'm pretty sure it's pretty expensive. And if it is worth it, I'm gonna tell you some of my favorite recipes with it that I figure out. So let's hop on Amazon and see what they're going for. All right, so you could probably find this at other places, but I feel like Amazon's a pretty good spot to find it. And I did just get home from Costco today. Didn't have it at my Costco. So let's just type in the old Ninja Creami. Whew, 100. Okay, first of all, 3,000 plus bought within the past month. That is insane. This one's $184. This one, which looks exactly the same as $158. And then it looks like there's a super special one for $250. I think I'm going with the cheapest one, even though it doesn't have nearly as many buys in the past. Oh, okay. It's renewed. I could care less whether it's been thrown in a dumpster and taken back out. I'm taking this one. All right, reviews look pretty good. You know what? It's go time. Buy now. No protection. Never need that. All right, so total came out to $170. It'll be here in 2 days. Let's see if it's worth it.
Several days later.
Well, here is our Ninja Creami. Did not come with any instructions either, so I hope this is really easy to figure out. Oh shit, it also didn't come with any containers. Oh no.
A few moments later.
Scratch that, we're good. There was like a little divider inside the box, but we do have our 3 containers in there with 3 lids. I was about to be so mad. And it actually did include the instructions, but not gonna use those anyways. So it's now in, and like I said, I've been seeing TikTok videos nonstop on this, so I think I know how to use the thing. The next step, I think let's make some recipes, some stuff that I've seen, maybe some stuff that I wanna try, and let's see if it's actually worth it. All right, by the way, both the lids and cups are the actual Ninja brand, which I've heard you definitely should use, because other ones might not blend properly. So for the first recipe, I think we're gonna go just plain sliced peaches. I've heard this is really good to use the sorbet setting on, so I think let's try it out. All right, so I just went with the no sugar added peaches sliced up, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit full 2 cans in here. Each can is 120 calories. Which is not bad at all. And apparently you really should not go past the max fill line. So that is exactly what I did on this one. I just used some of the juice from the second can, didn't even need any of the peaches, and this one can go in the freezer. For our second container, I wanna keep it pretty simple, but try out something new. I'm gonna use some Fairlife milk in here, and I poured about 400 grams of that Fairlife milk into the bowl. So I think I want this to be a Reese's style ice cream, and there's nothing better matches that than the chocolate peanut butter from Transparent Labs. So I'm gonna do 2 scoops, and that is 140 calories, 28 grams of protein per scoop. Absolutely insane. But I'm gonna do my 2 scoops in. And we should obviously mix it up before it goes in the freezer. So I'm gonna use this little, I think it's a milk frother actually, but it should mix up the protein in the milk pretty well. All right, that is good to go. By the way, you can buy these things on Amazon for like 10 bucks. And the protein you can buy from Transparent Labs and use my code and save 10%. And we'll probably do some mix-ins for this, but we need to let it freeze first. So now this one can go in the freezer. And for our last one, I'm gonna do relatively the same base, the 400 grams of milk. But for our protein this time, I'm gonna use the vanilla and also the casein, because I think it might make a little thicker and creamier ice cream as an end result. Same thing here, I'm gonna do 2 scoops. And I'm gonna blend that in. We're gonna add some mix-ins, but we need to let it freeze overnight first. So initial prep time, not that bad at all. I'm gonna let these freeze. Apparently I'm supposed to do it for at least 12 hours. I'm just gonna do it overnight. And once again, see you guys tomorrow.
Many unbearable hours later.
All right, so overnight has passed and this is completely frozen. Looks kind of weird, but I am ready to put it in the blendy creamy and see what happens. All right, so we have our lid that comes off. I think this just goes in kind of however. Oh yeah, it locks in. Lid goes back on, locks into place. All right, and once you have the lid together, I think you stick it in with the handle sticking out first and then twist to your right and it locks in. And I think for fruit stuff, you want to go with the sorbet setting. And here we go.
I'm so excited.
All right, and we're done. It was probably like 2 minutes, 20 seconds, but either way, not too bad. And honestly, not too loud either. And I think we press this button, come down. Let's check it out. All right, one time, I guess this is normal to see like these things right here. Some people add a little bit of liquid or they just put it back in again. I think I'm just gonna run it again and see how it turns out. But either way, definitely one time through, it's not what I would call creamy at all. All right, and I think we're getting somewhere now. Okay, so definitely still more powdery than what I was seeing online. So one thing I've seen people do is like put a little bit of some sort of liquid over top and then remix it. I'm gonna go ahead and try that and see if that makes it creamier. All right, is the third time a charm? All right, this right off the rip looks so much better. Oh, that's it. That's what I'm seeing everywhere. Once again, here's the level of creaminess that we're getting. Let's see how it tastes. Wow, that is, it's surprisingly really good. It really did get, well, it got creamy. Like, it's a sorbet, but not like it's not like an icy or like a Italian ice or anything like that. Like, it does have like a creamy consistency. There's no other way to describe it, honestly, besides that. So for like, what, 150 calories, you get a full pint of creamy sorbet. I think that's definitely worth it.
Like the texture of it is 10 out of 10, but
Yeah.
it needs like, taste watered down.
Like well, okay, it's also no sugar added peaches too.
Oh, that's why. But it's like the texture is insane. Like it definitely does what it's supposed to.
Yeah, crazy. So yeah, I completely agree with Perry there. The texture is a 10 out of 10 for sure. It could definitely use a little more sweetness. So maybe you don't use the no sugar added, or maybe you add some stevia or something into the mix. Some really easy ways to do it without adding any more calories, for sure. But this one, very solid. Let's move on to the next. All right, up next, we have our peanut butter protein and milk. So here's how it's looking. It got this like kind of lumpiness over it. So let's see how this takes care of it. So same process here. And I don't know what ice cream and light ice cream means, any of that. So I think I'm just gonna go with ice cream and see how it does. All right, that one took less time, about 1:30. Let's check it out. Ooh, okay, so I can smell it. It smells insanely good, but same kind of thing as the peaches, just not fully ground up yet. So just took off the top a little bit, and now I'm gonna put a little bit of milk in the middle, and we'll go ahead and run this one again. All right, and respin number 1 left us with this right here. I have a feeling, oh my gosh, yes. I mean, this right here is definitely ice cream consistency. All right, I just tried it, to be completely honest. It tastes like a Frosty, but I wanted to make this like a chocolatey, peanut buttery type of like blizzard almost. So I got some mix-ins in the form of some peanut M&Ms because Reese's Pieces absolutely suck. I'm just not gonna do a full bag, but like half a bag, maybe a handful of these, about like that. Put it in the middle, and now we can try our mix-ins setting. All right, moment of truth. Definitely has that like Frosty or blizzard consistency. That is insane. It tastes like I want to dip Wendy's fries in this right now. Yeah, that's insane, dude. That is insane, is it not?
Joke! That's so pretty fucking good.
Does it not taste like soft serve ice cream?
Wait, yeah, because it doesn't have a nasty protein after.
Yeah, it has no protein taste. I will say, I don't think the Mixins thing worked very well because I just got one chunk of one M&M and I can't find any of the other ones. So as far as consistency goes, 10 out of 10. As far as flavor goes, 10 out of 10. The Mixins, not very good at all, like a 6 out of 10. All right, and all said and done, I'm not gonna include the Mixins on this one because I didn't even get any of the M&Ms. We're sitting at 414 calories for this entire pint of ice cream, but that's not even the craziest part. It has 77 grams of protein in it. Like, I'm just thinking about like coming home from the gym, you're hot and sweaty, and you just dive into a pint of ice cream. All right, I don't wanna stop eating this, but I guess I have to make our third recipe. All right, so last up we have our vanilla casein mix. So a little thicker protein. I wanna see how the consistency fares with this. I'm gonna do the exact same thing, the ice cream setting, and I'm gonna do it once, run it through, add a little milk, and do it again. All right, same thing here, all done. So the inside of this one's still powdery after 2. So we're gonna put some more milk in, try it again. And third time looks like a charm. Definitely more of the consistency we're going for. And for this one, I wanna go cookies and cream style. So I'm gonna put some Oreo thins in there. 4 cookies is 140 calories. All right, so let's see how these blend up in the mix-in setting. All right, moment of truth. Oh, now that is what the mix-in should have done the first time around. All right, I mean, this definitely looks like cookies and cream ice cream to me. Mix-ins did a really good job. Let's give it a bite. Yeah, I mean, that tastes like cookies and cream ice cream. So the issue with this one is definitely the fact that I used the casein protein. Do not recommend that at all. One, it's so much thicker, like 10 times thicker than normal protein. And one, it causes it really thick when you're blending it. And 2, I think that's why I had to spin it 3 times, is because it was just so thick. And even right now, it has like a little bit of a chalkiness to it. Almost kind of like powdered mashed potatoes. You know how you have like powdered mashed potatoes and you put the water in? It's almost like that. You still get a little bit of powderiness. There's a very specific time and use place for casein protein. I don't think it's in this recipe though. But all said and done, I mean, this one's still incredible too. Like, I mean, I think when you blend Oreos with anything, it's gonna be really good. But the consistency that the Ninja Creami brings really ties it all together. All right, so with this one in and including the Oreos as well, it came out to right under 500 calories. Once again, for an entire pint of ice cream, 500 calories with 72 grams of protein again. So absolutely insane macros. I can promise you right now, takes a little more time, yes, but I like all 3 of these better than like what you would get with a Halo Top or a enlightened ice cream or something like that. So ranking the recipes that I made tonight, definitely number 1 is going to be chocolate peanut butter. Then number 2 is gonna be the cookies and cream. It's hard to beat cookies and cream. If it was made with the other protein, I think it would go in front actually. And then the sorbet coming in last. If it had a little more sweetness, it would be tough to even distinguish any of these apart as far as the flavor goes. So honest opinions, Ninja Creami thoughts. Is it worth the 100 and, well, I paid what, 170 or something like that? Whew, if you're an ice cream person and you care about calories and macros and things, it's 1000% worth it. I have never seen that kind of consistency from ice cream that you buy in a store, one, at all. I've only seen it with like soft serve type places. And I don't know why, but it just makes everything taste so good. Just as simple as protein and milk becomes a super delicious frosty-esque tasting deliciousness. So price, definitely a factor. It's up there, but I don't think there's really anything that's competing with it. And I think for good reason too. Prep time, yeah, it does kind of suck to make these things one full day beforehand, but I don't really see any way around doing that. And if you want to buy more of these containers, just buy more of the container. And then you have them prepped in your freezer for however long you want. Cook time, the run time, I did have to spin these all more than once. I think for your best results, you want to spin at least twice and then another one for your mix-in, so 3 spins total. Takes anywhere from like 5 to 6 minutes to do all of that. That's not bad at all for a super tasty, voluminous, high protein dessert. And I think there are an abundance of different recipes and options to try out. I just tried 3 in this video. I'm on my road to ripped cutting series right now. I'm going to be trying new stuff on this a lot of episodes for sure. So if you want to see more recipes, make sure you stay tuned for the Road to Rip series. But for me tonight, I think I'm gonna finish off these 3 pints that I made tonight, and I'm pretty happy with my Ninja Creami purchase. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are about it, if you're gonna go pick one up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.